Hey guys, it's Bub here. Today, we're going to be turning an old Core 2 Duo laptop into a snappy and fast Chromebook. To do this, we're going to be using Neverware's Cloudready operating system, which is based off of the open source Chromium OS. The only downside to using Cloudready is that it does not have any Play Store, but that's kind of hard to get on a Chromebook that is not certified by Google. The first thing we have to do is go to Neverware's website and download Cloudready Home. Cloudready Home should be perfectly good for someone at home, but if you need more features, you can buy Cloudready Enterprise. The next step is to open Chromebook Recovery Utility, which you can download from the Google App Store, and then go to the Settings panel and click Use Recovery Image. From there, find the .bin file, which you should have extracted from the downloaded zip file, double-click on that, and then select your USB. For this, you're going to need an 8GB or larger USB drive. Once you do that, click Continue, enter your password, and you'll be on your way. Once your USB is finished being made, you can plug it into your computer and then boot into the boot device menu. From here, you'll see stuff like your USB, your CD drive, and your hard drive. From here, you want to click on USB drive. Give it a few seconds, your screen may flicker, but then the Cloudready boot screen will show up with a nice big white background to let you know that you're in the right spot. For the rest of this video, I'll be using an external monitor. As you can see here, the built-in display on this laptop isn't the best on camera. After the boot sequence, we will see a welcome screen with a Let's Go button. We don't want to click this. We want to go down to where the time and battery status is, and then click on Install OS under the power button. Once we do this, it will remind us to have a backup of our data, and then we can install Cloudready. However, it will once again remind you that it will erase your entire hard drive. Installing this OS is very simple, since it erases your entire hard drive as there is no dual boot support. After the OS installed, my computer shut down completely and I had to turn it on. At this point, you can unplug our install USB, and there we are. We are in the welcome part running off of our hard drive. This is the point where we can click Let's Go. Clicking on Let's Go, it will then ask us to select a Wi-Fi network, so of course select your Wi-Fi network and then type in your password, or you can just connect over Ethernet and it should work. It should already have all the drivers and stuff already installed. After the computer checked for updates, it will then ask you for a Cloudready anonymous data collection. Personally, I always turn off Send Metrics simply because I don't want to be tracked and I don't want them to receive any of my information. After this, it will then ask us to sign in to our Chromebook. Pressing Ctrl-Alt-E to enroll in a domain shows us the error that enrollment is not supported, and this is where you would, of course, buy the Cloudready Enterprise. However, at this point, you can sign into your personal email account that usually ends in gmail.com. After just a little bit of waiting, it will then tell us that we are all set and we are ready to use our freshly snappy and set up Chromebook. Once we click Get Started, it will bring us to our Chromium OS desktop, where then we can see the default background as well as a Thanks for Using Cloudready Home Edition window. Now, the first thing that you may be asking yourself, why is Google Chrome blue? And the answer to that is simple. Due to licensing things and the fact that this is a version of Chromium OS, the browser that is pre-installed is Chromium. Chromium is just an open source version of Google Chrome and should perform the same as a regular version of Google Chrome. This is the only really downside besides losing the Play Store, but like I said, it acts just like Google Chrome. It has the web store, it can support extensions, all that sort of stuff. One thing I recommend doing after you install Cloudready is just walking away. Install Cloudready, keep your computer online, don't turn it off, and just walk away. And I say this because once you install Cloudready will be reaching Chrome and Chrome OS and be downloading all your extensions, your history, syncing with your Google account, as well as downloading any other themes or settings that you had from another Chrome OS device. So for example, as you can see here, all my extensions have downloaded, all my apps have downloaded, and a custom background has been applied from a previous Chromebook. So like I said, just walk away maybe 30 minutes and come back, everything will be there. Let's see how this Core 2 Duo on Chrome OS handles basic day-to-day tasks like playing back video. By default, the video was set to 480p, however switching it to 1080p 60 FPS, it ran very smooth, there was no stuttering, none of that. This is totally watchable. However, when you try to switch it to 4K, this is where we ran into problems. However, I doubt anyone who's still using a Core 2 Duo in 2020 really needs a 4K display or has the power to drive a 4K display. But overall, 1080p playback on this Core 2 Duo with Chrome OS is way better than it would be on, let's say, Linux or Windows. When I opened a Google Doc, everything seemed normal and the loading time was exactly as it would be on my 2015 MacBook Pro. Removing this document and typing a new one, everything is very smooth. This acts exactly like Microsoft Word does on my MacBook Pro. In fact, I think this is actually faster than some of the other Chromebooks that I have tried. Another basic day-to-day task is just scrolling through something like Twitter. Scrolling through my Twitter timeline, everything is very smooth and there's no lag like I've seen on real Chromebooks and even Windows 10 running on this same laptop. So props to Google for optimizing their browser. So, if you have an older laptop that doesn't support Windows and you need a web browsing machine that is fast, snappy, and reliable, I highly recommend Cloudready. It gets updates exactly like a real Chromebook would. It acts just as a normal Chromebook would. In fact, you could pretty much say that you had your own Chromebook. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new around here, as I do all kinds of different technology videos, which include stuff like informative videos and device restorations. So like I said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you all in the next one.